All right, and we are back, and another 2 weeks down, another Champions League to get in there and start it up on here. And it is 2 weeks out, pretty much a week before the patch drops for the anniversary, so this is a great time to get back into Monster Super League. I will be having videos coming out of a new account, for a lot of you guys have requested it, and I think it's good to go over new player tips, etc., especially with the anniversary, because this is the time to be playing, because they give out a bunch of free stuff in the game. So look forward to that, and without further ado, let's get into this week's 10 tickets and see what we got. And Water Persephone, Fire Cura, and hilariously a Dark Kraken is all banned. And funny, they run the Super Evolution event and they ban Dark Kraken, which we see a lot more than any other of her counterparts. Fire Cura we do see on and off as a healer in the first slot for the leader, but it's Water Persephone we see a ton of. So good to see that one knocked out, and we can just go forward. So first 10 tickets of the week, let's get it done. And once again, you guys make sure you're playing, hopefully been playing every day. If you've missed out on some anniversary Astromon, they gave out the lights during the bingo event. Now we're on to the darks. It's also free gems in that, all of this. So a lot of goodies coming out in here. So make sure to just be playing the Monster Super Leagues right now. And our first gem check of the week. And water. What's funny about that is that's about where my Water Miho was from last year. It's just stage 2. And onto this middle row, which shouldn't be anything too bad. Carbuncle. I feel like we're going to see a lot of carbuncles on and off as people try and testing them out, etc. Let's just go after it. Fire Miho. The attack down if it can get off. Hold auto here. It's overkill, but usually is on these first ones. Oh, just a free win here, huh? Again, we'll take these on the first ones just to get us up a little bit higher. Let's see what people have got in our random defenses throughout the week. Last Champions League, I felt had we definitely ran into a couple pretty decent teams, and we also didn't get revenge on 2 of those. I remember, just because I didn't have the firepower for it. But once again, Glass Cannon is Glass Cannon. I do eventually need to get a Dark Gilgamesh to which I can run, but given how long these Primo Festivals now are taking in between Astromon that are actually, fun to use, I would say. What do we go here? Kokomaru can actually stun, so just take him out, which we do. I think the attack down is worse. Fire Miho still is good with that. I forget when it was, but I think it was when I was doing some random Astromon leagues during my dailies that I did for a year straight, and it was when she started showing up putting attack down. and actually living, because people were gemming her properly as a tank and things like that. So ooh, well, pretty tanky here. Good gem check on all of this, but let's try to stun. She resisted. Let's go after Sonic. Oh, almost. Well, hopefully they split. Well, they went all after Persephone. We got the resist here. Okay, we got the kill there. That could have been a little scary, but that's a good. This is a good tanky team to have Persephone come out, because if you can't actually take down anybody, you could get the crowd controlled, and if you're not running your SP drain guy, you're pretty much SOL on that. So we'll shock the variant Arthur. Hey, we got the Valkyrie. I'll take that. This is another pretty tanky team. Okay. Do have to be careful with what comes out. Alright. They're still shocked, which is okay. She goes after Hanahime. Almost kills her. Yikes. Let's go here. I have to go after, I still don't kill her. It's always a yikes with that. I don't know why. Must just have good HP, some type of good HP percent on their gems. Because I feel like my Yuki should have finished the job there with Shinobi. Oh, this is where this team, man, this middle team has always been like, we win, but we also don't, and they just struggle. The struggle bus is real sometimes, and I have two very powerful attackers who are gemmed properly. They can't seem to get the job done sometimes. Well, we're barely going to get the job done, I think, here, yeah. Again, just... I don't understand the lack of firepower in that middle, too, with these two down here. And it's not even like a trinket. Because I did just put crit damage gems on my Yuki. I don't necessarily know. I know I have Valor on Arthur. They're just probably not good enough, sadly. I do have to take into consideration the opposite team, though. You know, properly gemmed, you know, of the opposite team goes a long way. I know you guys hear me say it every time, but that's literally the truth here. Is if you have if your defense team and your Astromon are properly gemmed, I mean, and you have good resist and all that jazz, you're not gonna get crit like that, which is the point. Let's just go my Dark Hanahime versus yours. In tandem, this team works amazing. You know, the combo damage between the two usually get the job done. Hanahime, again, this is why we test it. I know it takes a long time. You know, if I could be testing at this team necessarily like in, let's say, the actual Astromon League, but at the end of the day, too, you're just going to run into the meta stuff, so you're not really going to get the variety that you get in the Champions League, which is why I run this more and I don't record like me trying to burn through the Astromon League. That one is unfortunate. Like I said, you see too much of all the same 5 meta Astromon eventually over and over again. It just, to me, it gets real boring, and that's just par for the course for this game, sadly. Some more balanced changes need to come out for a lot more skills than it does need for Astromon at the moment, and I think that change could make things be more, let's just say, viable and etc. etc. But I am also not the be-all end-all 100%. I could probably go more into a deep dive on everything in this game to see what I really would like to see changed, what would be good, but again, there are a lot of other veteran players who know more about the game that will disagree or agree with me. But I do not take any of the how do I want to put it? I don't look at myself as somebody who has the knowledge to tell them, well, you need to change this because of this reason. Because again, I am a filthy casual when it comes to this game. And I kind of prefer it. And I'm just sharing my experience with you guys and the knowledge that I learn along the way, because the journey is fun. Because again, it's also very hard to balance, both for PvP and a PvE, even though the PvE of the game is, obviously fighting the Titans and all that other stuff. So you can't just make changes to one without it really messing up sometimes the other. And back and forth, so. Is Sonic's animation still just borked? That's funny. Not even Smart Study cares about this, about having Sonic in the game. It's so sad. That is one thing I don't think we will ever see again. And for a lot of people who have played the game and who are still watching my videos, notice how we haven't had any more crossovers after that one. I think Sega put a bad taste in Smart Study's mouth after that one. What do you got hidden? Oh, okay. That's not nothing I'm going to be worried about. We'll just pile on here to stop the ability, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. And gosh, what was it? I almost think it was like 4 years ago now. Almost 5. That we had the Sonic event. It's been a long time. Hey, Water Victoria. Good choice. Too bad it won't pass the gym check. I have learned that Wood Artemis can be a pain, so we're just gonna pile on that. Hey, they got a Wiggler. I feel like we need to get rid of you before you kill Yuki in one shot. 30,000 HP. This is the thing that boggles my mind of what kind of gems you might have on this Astromon, because Mona doesn't have, I think she has base 29,000 HP, right? That's her base health. So you have to have substats that are buffing her health. That's about 50%, right? 60,000. I don't think my Mona even has 60,000 HP, and with attack percent gems. It's so crazy to me. Oh wow, we almost killed the burb. I'll just go after Loki. Loki hurts, but it's fine. Let's do this again. There's the crits. Cupid's a good choice. He's not gemmed though. Oh my god, is he not gemmed? Let's just go after Persephone because she's got sap. She's gonna live the longest on this team, so. But yeah, just sometimes when I see like an attacking Astromon have more HP than honestly they should, because again, that Dark Mona, had you not focused on her and you left her alive, there's no reason why she can't kill like my Light Yuki, which presents a problem with that middle team, right? One of my attackers down. But again, I'm not going a slow build. I'm trying to just, take out this stuff and move on. Hence my glass cannon, but you guys see me lose, you see me lose quite a bit of times anyway, so it's not foolproof, right? Well, we crit, thankfully. Let's take this. You might kill Hanahime. Yeah, you crit, so you did. Arthur just let it go, let it fly, resisted all the way around. I think Persephone maybe? She got the crit, so she did. He resists a stun there, so let's see what this does. Okay, if she didn't kill one of them or both of them, it would have been a hard choice to figure out which one to sap or to siphon. This is an interesting one. I don't know what's a priority here. Forget what Water Nightmare can do. Well, we got the shock anyway. The middle two aren't as scary. Just trying to look at what can crowd control us. I guess she's got to get through the shield first. That's why I put the Bastion set on him. The shock there. Got the shock there. Can we get the stun here? Hey, we got it. So we got seal here. So this is going to prevent us from getting shock off. Good to know. Yeah, if she doesn't crit, Yuki's damage just is like, blah, sometimes. It's like, you gotta get the crit in. Yeah, we're not gonna try for the stun there. Same thing. Oh, but it's not going to activate. I should have, and it wouldn't even have mattered had I done the other one too. The active skill wasn't going to go down. Luckily, we're going to get the kill. Otherwise, Water Arthur was going to lay down the pain. Good old pain train. All right, not too bad. The team's definitely, I think we had just the one real tanky team that gave us some trouble. So, let's see what our last ticket for the day is. Well, when I see 2 3-star Astromon, I'm not actually scared, and one being a level 1. And no hidden Astromon, which it probably was the Fire Arthur if I had to make a guess. Well, there's someone who has hope with Neza. This is another balanced Astromon that I think that they changed. And that's with a lot of them, their kits. If they just change some of their Astromon's kits to make them more viable, we'll see a more variety of Astromon out there in the wild, which would be kind of fun. It also gives people, other opportunities to build different, the different types of Astromons in the game. Because I think a lot of it comes down to, as well as statistics, with others too. Like, yeah, they didn't even survive that. Just some Astromon hit harder than others internally, and it's just because little stats are better. Some like 1,000 more stats overall just makes something that much stronger, you know. But I digress. So there we go. First 10 tickets of the week is done. So make sure you guys get in here, get as far as you can for the end of the week. This is free gems. Save up all your gems. We got the anniversary coming along, so we don't know what's going to be going out, and we might see some good Primo festivals coming out. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.